Can you take any piece of content and turn it, convert it, repurpose it into mini courses? We're going to discover the answer to that in just a moment. Welcome everyone to day three, right over here, day three of the Content Profit Challenge. This is Jeff Herron, your host, and I'm excited to be here. It's been quite a week already, even though we're only on day 3 of 5. On day one, well, since day one, you've been implementing the content profit mindset. You also went home Monday with the ability to create action articles and action article workbooks that you could sell that night. On Tuesday, you discovered how to create one-time small group mindsets. 5 or so people, 2 hours worth of work for a pretty good return. And you can do those over and over and over again. That's not just a one-time deal. And people can continue doing them. Catherine is here. Marlene is here. Hi to you both. Yay. And then today, we're going to keep it going with how to create mini courses. That's MANY courses. Mini courses, like several mini courses or many small courses. But it just sounds so cooler to say many. Say it with me, just for fun. Many courses. Many courses. Okay? Now, I'm also excited about y'all. Several of you have already secured one of your bonuses, your Content Profit seat on the Content Profit Show. The link is right down here. See, end of my finger right there, or right down here if you want to come the other way. And sometimes when I do this, people want to know, what is the story with this ring? Okay, it's my grad school master's program ring. I didn't want to get a regular kind of ring. Okay? I wanted to get something unique, so I got something that looked kind of like a Super Bowl or World Series ring. And I also wanted to get a good one because I hawked my my college ring. No, I hawked my high school ring. Yeah, I hawked my high school ring to get through college and hawked my college ring to get through graduate school. So there it is. Kathy wants to know, will this series be online for a while so we can go back over it when we have the time available? Yes, for 35 more hours. No, I'm teasing, Catherine. It is available forever, okay? As long as there is the internet and as long as, we're both around, this is yours. You can go back and see it, refer back to it whenever, ever you want. And we'll also be building off of this and all the other things we do, Content Profit Nation and the Content Profit, other things we do, the private stuff, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so right over here is where we're heading into Module 3, right? And just to give you a preview of what's coming, okay? Tomorrow, as it makes sense, would be Module 4, right? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. My grandson is such a trip. He's almost 3. And whenever he wants 2 of something, you ask him, how many do you want? He goes, I want those 2 ones. I want those 2 ones. So it's fun. Module 4 will be all about creating short-term membership sites, not the forever, ever ones that some people get scared of, but short-term, 10 to 12 weeks, 8 to 10, 12 weeks. The advantage of them is it gets past that fear of signing into something forever, which is not really true. You can get out of anything anytime if you want. And 50% of the people that take the short-term memberships wind up in your membership. Okay, so that's a good thing. And then Friday, oh my goodness. Well, Thursday night, I'm going to give you an assignment. Okay, and it'll be good until we meet on Friday afternoon. Okay, because Friday afternoon is going to be live demos, how to do each one of these things with a piece of my content. And then we're going to do sort of a content profit marathon. I'm going to take 10 of you, okay? And because StreamYard will hold 10 people in the green room. I'm going to take 10 of you, bring you on for 5 to 10 minutes, and take your content and turn it into a product. Okay, pretty cool. I don't know that that's ever been done before. I know I've never done it before. So there you go. Lots of exciting stuff coming up. And speaking of coming up, there goes our slides getting bigger. Woohoo! Many, many courses. What we're going to do is just go through each module and you'll do a little workshop like yesterday and some of the questions I asked, okay? And then send you off to create this stuff. Now, when I say many, many courses, you can have more than one course. You should, okay? First, let me tell you the number one content profit mistake to make when creating courses, or especially courses, or anything else really, but especially courses. And I made this mistake so many times in the beginning, left so much money on the table, and I don't want that to happen to you. Have I built the intrigue enough yet? I'll just explain to you what I did. My first course was called Article Writing and Article Marketing Secrets, only because Article Marketing Secrets is gone. So, great course. Ran it a couple times a year for a few years. The first spinoff from that was List Building Gold Secrets. And that started my tradition of building a course, because I love creating, getting excited about it, doing it, having people buy it, doing it, and then moving on to the next one, not keeping that course in the arsenal, in the tool bag, and bringing it back up again. Okay. Oh goodness, the money I left on the table. And hi, Wendy. And actually, Wendy, you know what I discovered on the screen on the website? You come up all the time as Wendy. Sometimes on StreamYard, you come up as Facebook user because of some of their things. So I usually know it's you. Because no one else types the kind of stuff you do. So you want to recycle courses, offer them in bundles. That's why you want to have many. So in other words, create a course, market it, promote it, teach it, keep it in your tool bag, do another one, and also occasionally offer that other one. The last 2 summers of profit that I've done, all those courses are still available and still marketed one-on-one. And I've got sort of a rotation built in for those. And every time I offer one, there's a profit. So this is a good thing to do. All right, here's what I want you to do. Picture the content you've been using this whole week, okay? And I encouraged everybody, to come up with a 3 steps, 3 mistakes, 3 tips, 3 secrets is a great way to start, because it's so much easier to build into something, because each one of those chunks becomes a module, okay? Each one of those chunks becomes a module. Catherine asked, what if we've already been in the hot seat? Can we participate in the one on Friday too? Yeah, sure. And you can even sign up for another one if you like. Yeah. So good question. And so chunk 1 becomes module 2. Chunk 2 becomes module 3, and chunk 3 becomes module 4. Well, why aren't they 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3, Jeff? Because I have found that it's best to have a module 1 and a module 5 on the end of these 3-module courses. They're shorter modules, and I'll tell you why. Catherine, so many questions today, Catherine. How about posting all your courses on a resource library that's available all the time for purchase? Yep, got that as well, and I recommend y'all do it too. So, just teasing you, Catherine. Module 1 is a Get Started Here module. This is especially helpful if you're selling a course that maybe doesn't start for a couple of weeks. It's called a stick strategy. You want people to stick around between the time of purchase and the time of start of the course. For those of you that are selling courses that are already made, this is still a good stick strategy because they get, as you see the title here, a quick win. Okay? And you help them get a quick win, like I did in the first module. You know, help you get a quick win with turning an article into an action article workbook, right? Also gave you a quick win with the video training on repurposing AI and scheduling a content profit sheet. Okay, so what I want you to think about right now and answer here in the chat is in your first of many mini courses. What could be a quick win that you deliver before you even get started, or at the very start of it? What's a quick win you could get your folks? Let us know here in the chat. Oh, now, kids, let me know. Quick win. Make it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. Catherine, for her chair caning courses, I could tell them what materials and tools are needed exactly and where to find them in the least expensive way. There you go. Mark, explain the nature of anxiety with brain-based explanation, fight, flight, etc. Mark, one of the best examples of fight, flight I've ever seen came in a clinical psychology class with, now this was physiological psychology, Dr. Brophy, who used to lecture with a football in his hand. And when he asked you a question, he'd throw it to you, okay? And you had to be paying attention. That's why I always learned to sit on the front row, so there wasn't enough room to throw it. And so we're sitting in class one day, and Dr. Brophy is talking about the fight or flight response. And the door to this classroom was in the back. And I notice he's walking towards the back door. And I went, uh-oh, brace yourself, okay? And to illustrate the fight and flight response, he opened that door and slammed it, shook the room. Well, the guy next to me was not paying attention. And he screamed at the top of his lungs another word that starts with F besides fight or flight. I think we must have laughed for 15 minutes. So thanks for that memory. Marlene, teach one of the tricks we use to retain things we memorize. Yep. Kim, sorry I'm late. Did you bring a note? We're looking at creating mini courses. And this is an outline of a course. Wendy, my topic is creating a virtual assistant portfolio. No, wait. No, I don't think that's Wendy. So a quick win would be to create a Canva account or choose a portfolio template. Yep. Here's the win. Whoever's behind Facebook user, this virtual assistant portfolio, identify yourself. Melanie's quick win, do a 2-line melody energy healing. Oh, cool. Mark likes that course. Donna, if you had a magic wand, which of your dreams would you love to bring into being first? Oh, that is a great question. Y'all, is it okay, Wendy, if they go write that down? If you had a magic wand, which of your dreams would you love to bring into being first? You know what it would be for me, Donna? I want a garage full of Mustangs, kind of like Jay Leno has in his garage. That's what I want. Let's see. BA, think of which birds they would like to attract to their yards. Cool. All right, great, great. Okay, so that's just a quick win. If you're doing the course live, you can do that live. You can also set it up to where they get it before you even go live. And if you've already got the course waiting for you, it's just something they complete. Desi Ann, okay, thank you. That's the VA portfolio stuff. I think you got to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook because StreamYard has to have permission from Facebook to use your name. Kim, create tips of small daily actions to boost your immune system, increase energy, skip holiday weight gain. What I would suggest there for a quick win, Kim, is just pick one daily action from one of those things. Okay, so now we're getting into the training, all right, that you're going to deliver. So module 2, chunk 1, whatever that module is. Okay, now this is the cool part because part of your course has already been created. You copy and you paste that portion of the article over here into module 2. Yeah, 3 separate ones. Try it, Wendy. That might be too much for the start, but give it a try. You can test it out, and you can elaborate on that first chunk from the original article. Now, y'all come close here. I'm gonna let you in a little secret you can do. Okay, if you want to expand on that first chunk, take it over to ChatGPT and type in, please expand on this. And then you can put that in there. Let's see. Donna's wanting to know what kind of Mustangs, what color and year. All of them from 64.5 to 68. Because after that, they started screwing it up. Okay, so first chunk of original article, action questions from that article, getting them into action right away, a video training, a checklist so they make sure they're doing everything right, a template if it applies, a fill-in-the-blank template, and a Q&A. Now, for a mini course, Marlene, you don't have to belong to ChatGPT as a paid member. You can join at a free level. I do the like $10 a month paid level because it just makes it more robust. And then I do other stuff with it too. That's my secret sauce. Anyway, you don't have to use all 6 of these in each module for a mini course. These are giving you options, okay? I would do at least 3 of them, maybe 4, and I would do the same 3 or 4 for each module in a particular mini course, okay? Now, what would be excruciatingly, terribly Bueller, boring would be as if I walked us through module 3 and module 4 and said the same thing over again, okay? If you agree that would be boring, just give me a yay in the chat here. It would bore me to tears, not only to receive it, but to teach it. And I once told myself in school, if I ever get on the other side of this thing, working with people, I'm going to do everything I can not to bore people. Yes, yes, yes. See? Okay, thank you guys, Mark, everybody, Catherine, everybody else. And so Desi Ann and Wendy. All right, so all you're going to do the same thing that you did in chunk 1, module 2, for module 3 and module 4, just on different information. Okay. Next question to ask. Question number 2. Started to put my fingers up to the camera, but I'm off camera, so I could put any finger I want to up to the camera. Teasing. And what was I going to say? Crap. What was I going to say? Oh, it was the second question. Okay. Does this, thank you for all for answering the first one because it made me think of the second one. Um, the second question is, doing it that way, does this make creating a mini course, a small course easier for you? Yay or nay? Just being able to use the same pattern in all three modules, does that make it easier for you? And here come the yeses. Mark always leads with the yeses. BA, yes. Catherine, yes. Okay, cool. That's the whole deal, man. Make this thing as easy as possible so you can create a lot and make a lot and help a lot. Okay? Module 5, down here at the bottom. See it? Little module 5. Module 5 is your next success steps. You review where you've been and make sure everybody's got it. I did a little mini review when we started the show today, right? For our first 2 days. So you review the whole course, maybe teach a couple extra things, and then you have your offer. Okay? What's next? It's another one of those wet methods. What else time? Okay, now that we've done this, what else do you guys want? You can ask them, you can have it planned, you can do both. Okay, what else? And the best way to do it is make it tied to what you've just done. So the short-term membership you're going to create tomorrow would be a great place, great thing to offer them, or a membership or a course. All would be great things to offer people. Okay, never, ever, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, conclude anything like this without offering something else. Everybody wants another way to engage with you and another way to spend money with you. You just have to ask them. Ooh, I like that. Wants to ask. Okay. Write that down, folks. Everybody wants to further engage you or spend money with you. You just have to ask. So there's the review and the offer. Okay. And now, oh no, Jeff, we got to create bonuses. I thought I was done. Guess what? You are. Okay. Here's the biggest thing I ever learned from Lisa Sasevich that I've used over and over and over again through the years. Okay. What most people do, is create something like this and then try to make up the bonus. Try to start all over and make up something. You don't have to do that. One, you can have things like I do that are always a good bonus, like a content profit sheet. The main way, though, okay, when you got to create a bonus for your course, go back into your course. Go back into your course and pull something out that you've already created. Now, you'll do this before you deliver it, right? But you'll pull something out as a bonus. No one will ever know besides you. And there your bonus is done. It's already created. Another great bonus to include is a consult with you, 20-minute consult with you. Okay. Now, for some refreshing transparency, not everyone is going to take you up on that. Right? So don't worry about getting overwhelmed. If I fulfilled or was called to fulfill every bonus session I've offered over the years through courses, I'd either be here a long time or have to leave the country because there's tons of them. Because most people don't take you up on that call. Now, I think that's insane because I've taken everybody up on every one of those bonuses I've been offered. I want to get other eyes on my business. Okay. Another good thing to do in those is when you do have somebody on the a call like that, you get a good sense of whether they'd be somebody you'd like to work with or not, and you can offer or not. Another way for y'all to work together. I remember in the early days, it must have been spring. It was spring of '07, I think. Might have been '08, but it was one of those O's. That big seminar, um, my first or second one, and those things used to cost a lot, $2,000. That's because of the food, I think. Um, my buddy, my not yet buddy at the time, Mike Stewart, had an offer, $1,500 offer um, for Creating Audio back when that was brand new, and I bought it and found out later he sold 55 of those that day. So 55 times 1,500, and ain't a bad day. I'll get up and talk for 3 days about anything for that, wouldn't you? Um, and so one of his bonuses was a call. So I emailed him about the call, and he emails me back and says, "Wait a minute, you live 3 exits from me. Just come on over and let's do it here." And thus a great partnership and friendship was born. Okay, so offer a bonus of a call, a coaching session, and when you're on the other end, purchase it. Always take people up on that. You could eat on that, yeah, that's for sure. Catherine, you can also use that to call to see how you did on the course. Yeah, getting some feedback without coming right out and asking the prospective client. Well, I think you could come out and ask. What'd you like? What would you have included? What else could we have done? That kind of thing. All right. That makes me laugh. I can eat on that. Yeah, a couple of days anyway. Um, so that is the show for today. Any questions about creating your mini courses? Please remember what you just saw does not necessarily have to be a one-time event. Could it? Yeah. My suggestion is to do these things over and over again. Now, come close again. There's a little secret, a little bonus. We're going to add another 3 ways you can make money from what you're learning. Started off with just 3. Now we've got 7, 8, or 9. I don't know what it is anymore. So each one of those, good question, Mark. I'll get to that in a second. See each one of those modules up there? You could split those modules up into its own separate mini course. That could be its own course on its own. Pricing is Mark's question. When you're just starting out, something like this is in the $37 to $47 range to get buying behavior. You wouldn't go past 97 for something like this. You can go lower than 37 or 47 if you just want buying behavior, because the clients are clients and buyers buy. After you review the whole course, that's when you make an offer for the next thing. BA, how long should each module be? Specifically the video. The silly answer is just as long as it needs to be. And what I mean by that is the days of, loading up a course with 8,000 videos and they're each 3 hours long are over. Nobody likes that. Okay. Let's do a quiz here. Okay. Which would you rather come to? A 5-day challenge or a 30-day challenge? Give me a 5 or a 30 in the chat. Which would you rather come to? A 5-day challenge or a 30-day challenge? Only Goldfish would watch. And everybody's saying 5. Yeah, I kind of knew that answer. Which would you rather of these 5 sessions be in length? 30 minutes or 3 hours? Give me a 3 or a 30. Also use 30 minutes as doable rather than an hour or longer. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And here come all the 30s. Okay. We want it quick. Give me the thing to do and let me go do it. The reason most people don't do this is because they still put in so much fluff, and fluff drives me crazy. I was listening to something the other day that I wanted to learn one of the things that was on there, and I bailed after 30 minutes. it was still all about what they were going to tell us and how cool they were. And usually I leave after 10, but I was doing something else, um, and just wanted to see how long they would go, but I couldn't stand it past 30 minutes. I'm nearing the end of being on all day summits or trainings. Yeah, yeah. That's, this is one of many things I'm going to do monthly. Um, and well, let me just ask you. So far, we're at the halfway point. Has this been useful so far? Would you like other once a month things like very small summits, um, 3 hour challenges, um, content profit goals at the end of the year? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. Cool. Very useful. Thank you. Oh yeah, we have a short attention span. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I mean, I'm guilty as anybody else. I mean, both of my monitors died, and I've got a small one next to my computer, and I like it, so I'm going to get another one for the other side. But I can have so many tabs open, doing so much that my attention span gets really short. So I've tried to cut it down to 5 tabs a module. I love that meme that goes around that says, "My brain is like my computer. There's 17 tabs open, 3 of them are frozen, and I have no idea where the music's coming from." There you go. All right. So tomorrow, you do not want to miss tomorrow. Okay. If you want to have something that will bring you good income on a monthly basis, train people to pay you monthly and get half of the people that take it into your long-term membership, you don't want to miss tomorrow, because that's what we're doing with short-term memberships. And as always, folks, boy, I have that problem about the music playing which tab. There was one time I literally could not find where the talking was coming from. And I called up my son or texted him, one or the other. He works with IT with Max for the North Point Ministries, big organization here in the Atlanta area. And I said, "John, help." And he always helps after he gets done laughing at me, which I love when he laughs, because I get to say, "Don't laugh at me, boy. I taught you how to use a spoon." So that's always fun. But yeah, I totally get it. All right. As always, thank you for being here. A lot of places you could have been. You chose to hang out with us, and that is always appreciated. I'm always honored by that. And as always, go use this stuff, and we will catch you in 23 hours and 27 minutes. You know what? Mark and Kim reminded me, bingo. We didn't do bingo. We're still recording here. Okay. I'll put it in the chat too. Bingo, content profit bingo. I'm giving you 2 things today, one number and one letter. Okay. You guys should be hearing me now, Mark. Just give me a yes if you're hearing me, because I saw your note and Kim's note about the bingo, and we're just going to do it. So, all right, we did that one. We did that one. Okay, the next number is 15. Okay, you guys can hear me? Cool. The next number is 15, and the next letter is 16. Okay, today I'm giving you 2. Okay, so for today's bingo, content profit bingo, the number is 15. The letter is P. The number is 15. The letter is P. Now the number is 15. 15, 1 5. The number is 15, 1 5. And the letter is P. The number is 1 5, and the letter is P, as in Patricia, or patriarchy, or No, don't say that word. Um, Catherine, the rules are you got to go back and listen to module two to get yesterday's. And I will tell you that on yesterday's, it was very near the end. Okay. Okay. Just to be clear, number 1, 5, and letter P, as in people, popular, Pontiac, Pinto. Can you believe people really drove those? I dated a girl that had a blue Pinto and she had it souped up, big tires and side pipes on a blue Pinto. That one didn't last long. Um, all right. So thank you for reminding me, everybody, because I'd have felt bad if we didn't catch it. And what we're going to do, you're going to get one more number or letter tomorrow. And then I'll either do the last one on Friday or before Friday, and then everybody that figures that out, that unscrambles it, will get. Everybody's going for the P's. Parakeet, Peonis, peacock. And so, what was I going to say? I will create a custom-made blog post for you on the topic of your choice. All right, it's just us, and the music is played, so I can say this. When I was married, um, we were in Orlando visiting a friend of hers and her fiance at dinner. And during the dinner, in normal conversation, no dirty jokes, just normal conversation, it was appropriate for me to use the word penis. Okay. I thought nothing of it. I found out later from my wife that that had offended her friend and she'd asked her to ask me to never use that word in front of her again. Like, whoa, that's kind of sensitive. So we go to their wedding months later and everything is white, floor, ceiling, walls, chairs, everything is white. This is perfect, beautiful place. And I was telling you more about me than you probably want to know. At the very beginning of the vows, I leaned over to my then wife and said, would it be inappropriate for me to just start saying penis, penis, penis as loud as I could?" Um, and so, knowing me, she just rolled her eyes. So that's what I thought of when we started using all the P's. So probably half of you won't be back tomorrow after that story. Forgive me. All right, there's Mark laughing out loud. Okay, good. We can be friends. All right, and I hope everybody's laughing. That's nothing compared to stuff I've done. And I'll try to think of an appropriate one to tell you tomorrow. Okay? Go use this stuff. I'm getting out of here before I embarrass myself.